guys, your boy Zulu King Street Fame 407. Y'all know what it is. Smash the like button, subscribe if you ain't subscribed. Hit the notification bell because my notifications ain't been going through. If you want to donate to the channel, the Cash App will be pinned in the comments. And I said I was going to drop 2 videos today. They both stories. You can go check out the other story that I dropped. Talking about underestimating people and, you know, one of the Crip trying to attack me and it cost him his eye. My next story takes place in Florida prison system, and got to deal with my homeboy. You know what I'm saying? My homeboy was I used to deal with my homeboy was a ñeta. They was cool. That was my dog. I had a bunch of King brothers that was from the street. That was my people, and I had a bunch of King brothers in prison. That was my people as well. And this story is with my boys, and there was ñetas. And you know, I was in the box when most of this story took. I was in the box for something that happened. Boom. I got out, went back to the box. When I went back to the box, everybody went back for an investigation. In Florida, I was in Taylor CI. Taylor CI is like a horrible camp. Taylor CI is a camp for people that, if you've been, like, let's say you went to closed management, CM, for like, you get put in the box for a year, 2 years, or whatever it is, and you come out, it's for trouble inmates, people that's always in trouble, basically. So it's a disciplinary camp. So they send you there and they like try to enforce all kinds of crazy rules, and the COs beat the shit out of you. You know what I'm saying? And they beat people to death. You know what I'm saying? Over there. And what happened was, my boy, he was from Boston. It was a couple of them. You know what I'm saying? But one of the ñetas did a tattoo on a Chinese kid. The tattoo came out messed up. You know what I'm saying? The tattoo was jacked up. Like, the tattoo was all faded. And, you know, I seen a video the other day, a picture of a dude got a tattoo on his face and the letters fell off. It was like that. It was more crazy. Like, man, who did that to you? So the Chinese dude was hot. He was 30. I don't blink. He was hot. And he was just going crazy talking. He was talking reckless. Like, yo, they're going to have to straighten me. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to straighten me for this and this and that and whatever. But he was not part of a gang. And the Chinese, like, there ain't too many Chinese people, like, in prison in Florida. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about anywhere else. But in prison in Florida, there ain't too many Chinese people. You know what I'm saying? You got Hispanics and blacks. And you got some whites. The most feared, I would say, in the prison system is the Hispanic gangs. By the COs. And this is just, I was told this by the gang unit officers. The Latins are the ones that control most of the drug trade. And they're feared because they stick together. Black people don't stick together. The black gangs, they cutthroat each other. They'll steal from each other. You know what I'm saying? You could be just blood and they gonna steal from you. You know what I'm saying? Or try to extort their own brother. You understand what I'm saying? Stuff like that. And the Latins stick together. And in this camp was the only camp, Taylor CI, where the Brown Pride, the Mexicans, and the Latin Kings, I seen they went at each other. It was like first time I seen, like, even though you might have an MS-13, you might have a Latin King, you might have all these different gangs. If the Latins go against any other race, they're still going to come together. You understand what I'm saying? They're going to put their differences aside. They're going to come together, and they're going to rock out for the Hispanic. You know what I'm saying? For Hispanics. So, the Chinese kid, like, there's no Chinese people here. You know what I'm saying? But he just going crazy, talking reckless, and all this and that. So, he kind of dolo, you know. So, he throwing threats around, you know, whatever. We in the rec yard. So, while we in the rec yard, he was walking around the rec yard, whatever. I guess he was still talking trash, whatever. He came around a corner. When he came bend the corner by the bathroom, he got hit in the head with a rock. a big ass rock. Like, I don't even know where they found this damn rock in the wreck yard. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a rock like that and it had a point that it was pointing and one of the ends. So they hit him with it. Boom. Blood went to squirting like instantly out of the side of his head, like just shooting out of the side of his head. He fell down. He was shaking and convulsions and all that. So he had to get life flight. So they shut down everything. You know what I'm saying? When the helicopter comes on the compound in prison, everything gets shut down. So the helicopter got to land in the wreck yard. They got to take him to the hospital through the helicopter. He getting life flighted out of there. Somebody says, oh, it was a ñetas. So they round everybody up and they keep you in the box under investigation. They know it was a ñeta, but they don't know who it was. You know what I'm saying? They try to put it on my boy, but they can't. You know what I'm saying? So, and in Florida prison, you can stay in the box for 6 months under investigation with no charges, like no disciplinary charge. They'll leave you there for 6 months. They'll let you out. They could bring you back the next day for another 6 months. So you be in there for a whole year, no charge, pending investigation. There's no AC. You know what I'm saying? The food is horrible. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get smaller portions than the regular compound does. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, y'all know what it is. And you in the box. You want to take a shower like once every 2 days. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But Florida prison system don't have no AC. You know what I'm saying? And in Tennessee, they got these bugs called sand gnats. And they bite. They're like little gnats that bite. And it's like horrible, bro. Like, them things is... I had one stuck in my eye for 45 minutes because I was handcuffed. And they wanted to handcuff me, you know what I'm saying? So them things is torture, bro. So, we was in the box. You know what I'm saying? I was in the box for like 2 months. And, I got out the box, and my boy was back there for like 4 or 5 months. And I say like 85% of the ñetas got shipped to different camps. They shipped them to different camps, and they let like a couple of them out. You know what I'm saying? They let like the main one that got accused of it, they let him back out on the compound. You know what I'm saying? Which was one of my dogs. And they tried to pin it. The kid died. You know what I'm saying? The Chinese kid died. They were trying to pin it on him. So I don't know, they let him back out on the compound to see if they could, you know what I'm saying? But they really didn't have no evidence on it. They can't prove who did it, you know what I'm saying? But the kid died. They were just trying to keep him in the box to see somebody snitch and say anything, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, those were, that camp had a lot of ñetas, you know what I'm saying? So if you hear me when I do my prison stories, when I was at Taylor CI, because I did 3 years at Taylor CI, and then I did I got out, I went back, I did 2 more years at Golf CI. And Golf CI, I got stories over the Golf CI. I'll tell you some stories about Golf CI. Was more Bloods, and that was the only camp that I've been to that I seen the Aryan. Florida don't have Aryan Nation. I just say Aryan Nation. Florida has Unforgiven. The Aryan Nation is not sanctioned in Florida. They're Unforgiven is what they call it. And you have White Knights. White Knights is mostly like in the street though, but you got some White Knights like in prison and all that. But the Aryan gang in Florida prison is called the Unforgivens. That was the only camp I went to, Golf CI, that had like, there was like 50 of them there, you know what I'm saying? They was deep, you know what I'm saying? Swastikas on their face, you know, like, that was the only camp. But Taylor CI was mostly ñetas. You had MS-13s, you had Brown Pride, Latin Kings, and the Bloods, you know what I'm saying? You had some folks and you had some Crips and stuff, but they wasn't deep like those other gangs. So, you know, my boy ended up getting back on the compound. They couldn't, you know what I'm saying? He had like a little 8 years. I think he had 8 years. He was from Boston. You know what I'm saying? And he was a solid dude, man. He was a real ass dude, man. But they couldn't pin a charge on him to try to hit him with that body, but they couldn't hit him with that body. You know what I'm saying? Just a little story, man. You know what I'm saying? About Florida prison life. Things that go on in there. You know, you get killed over a tattoo. You know what I'm saying? And that's just prison life, man. You get killed over a honey bun, you know. You could let somebody. It ain't about the item in question. It's about the principle. You know what I'm saying? Principalities. And in prison, you know, like there's things that people do out here in the street that's disrespectful to the point where, like, in prison, that will cost your life. You understand what I'm saying? And sometimes when you get out of prison, it's hard for you to, and people are like, oh, he just got out. Why he doing that? Because the respect level in the prison is so high, you know, that when somebody does something to you in the street, you're like, man, I want to let that fly, like, up the road. You know what I'm saying? So you still have that mind frame. It's hard to get out of that mind frame because people just have they don't have so much respect on the street as they do in prison. They don't treat you with so much respect. As far as inmates go, I'm not talking about the officers. But if you disrespect somebody, it could cost you their life. You know what I'm saying? And even though the Chinese kid was right, you messed me up. You know what I'm saying? You gotta straighten me. You gotta do something, man. You gotta give my money for something. But the way he went around it, and he was running around, you know what I'm saying, bad mouthing and just talking and talking and talking, you ain't do no action. You know what I'm saying? You just talking crazy. You might as well just got a razor or something, cut Buddy or stab him or something. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't do that. He was running around talking crazy, disrespecting. And you talking about the ñetas. You ain't talking about one person. You just saying ñet, everybody. You know what I'm saying? So they put work in that boy. You know what I'm saying? And it cost him his life, man. You know what I'm saying? It's your boy Zulu King Street Fame 47. Y'all know what it is.